Nigeria today.
This is me telling you between my life and God Almighty. Buhari ní kí n wá ṣe igbákejì o. Onítorí àkọ́kọ́ tó ń jáde, ó ń gbé fún ọ̀kadìgbò, flamboyant, fàájì loving, Catholic, pé wọn dìbò fún ẹ̀ǹkejì. Ó ń gbé fún another Igbo Umesioke tó jẹ́ speaker, wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn dìbò fún. Ó ní òun rí pé tó ń bá lọ mú Pope wá láti Rome, wọn ní dìbò fún. But ìwọ Bọ́lá Tinubu, ó ní gómìnà mẹ́fà, ó tí lose election rí. Ìgbà tá a tó tán tá a mú àwọn PDP wọlé, Sàràkí rí pé àwọn PDP ò ní rí nǹkan kan. Tí Buhari bá jẹ́ president, èmi náà Muslim, tí n bá jẹ́ vice president, òun ò lè rí senate president ò tún lè jẹ́ Muslim. Mo léèyàn tó jẹ́ Christian, màá mú un lẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ yóò gbọ́dọ̀ fọ́, àdẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́. Bí n ṣe mú ẹni tó jọmọ yín sílẹ̀ nìyẹn. Orúkọ mẹ́ta náà ní kí n mú wá. Orúkọ Yẹmí Kàdóso wà number 1. Orúkọ Wálé Ẹdùn wà number 2. Yẹmí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò ó wà number 3. Mo wá ní ẹni kí n mú orúkọ mẹ́ta wá. Tí n bá mú mẹ́ta wá, mo ṣílẹ̀kùn fólè nìyẹn. Ẹ lè fi kẹrin kún, kẹ wá mú kẹrin yẹn. Ẹyọ kan ni máa fún yín, ẹyọ kan, torí èmi ni fẹ́ sọ̀rẹ́ndà right mi fún yín. Bí n ṣe forúkọ Yẹmí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò sílẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Doctor, because of our time. Yeah. That was Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Ogun State.
Okay.
Last week, over the weekend, he nominated Vice President Kashim Shettima as his running mate again for the second time. But this video was recorded before the
election
in 2023, right? And then he made mention of one thing. He said he's supposed to be the vice president, the running mate for late Muhammadu Buhari. But because he being a Muslim, Buhari being a Muslim, he was like, he decided to sabotage his ambitions. So I'm not running again. This time around, in the last election, he made use of Muslim. And people have been saying, why Shettima again? I'm not even talking about religion issue now. The effectiveness of Shettima to Tinubu, right? Is Shettima the only person Tinubu can relate with politically for him to win an election?
Well,
in the north, we have many people in the north.
Yeah, you are right. Our president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a political titan. He's a political wizard, if I can describe him that way. So I think he knows Shettima, all right, and he knew the electoral value of Shettima, over any other candidate whose name might have, come up before the 2023 elections. So, and I think his insistence on a Muslim ticket again must have been informed, okay, by some reasons that may not be open to us, okay. And now that Shettima has worked with him for almost 4 years, he possibly has not seen any other candidate that can really match Shettima, maybe in terms of loyalty, in terms of experience, and so on and so forth. So, and do you change a winning team? It's difficult to change a winning team. If that combination brought electoral victory in 2023, I want to believe it's difficult for him.
Doctor, what happened to George Akume? What happened to George Akume? What happened to Christopher Musa?
You see, for Christian candidates in the north, the north is predominantly Muslim. Okay. For Buhari was a Muslim, he was from the north. So getting bulk votes was not in doubt. The question was, how will he get a candidate in the south who could command the respect, or let me say the electoral value that the likes of Tinubu would have commanded. All right, but this time around, it's the other way around. Tinubu is from the south. He needs somebody from the north, somebody like Buhari, who could command that electoral value. Okay, and that is likely to be a Muslim because the north is predominantly Muslim.
So he has chosen the right candidate.
He must have done his calculation. He needs votes. That is it. So to him, any other factor is not relevant. So, and the north determines to a large extent.
Or should we say it's settled for the only option left? Maybe there is no one else.
No other person for now who can match Shettima in terms of experience.
There has been some rumors sometimes that
they will
not
change.
The bonding was not there.
Not so firm.
Yeah.
The point is he needs votes, and if his Shettima could get him the votes from the north, he will not want.
What's the importance of being a vice president?
Well, to start with, if he could garner votes for him, I think that is the value. That is the importance.
Or being a vice president.
That is the beginning. If you can get votes for your principal, I mean, that is where it starts from. Even if you don't do any other thing in 4 years, at least you brought him to power.
But what about me, my own personality? Being a vice president, it has no value, nothing in the office, you are not doing anything.
Does it, in the Nigerian state as it is, an average politician, are they interested in their name or the people's welfare? The fact is, let me get my principal to office and let me stay back and be enjoying. If he gives me anything to do, I do. If he doesn't give me anything to do, I go and sleep. Yes, maybe Nigeria has not gotten to that point where we can hold leaders to account. All right, not just the president, even the vice president. What duties are they? What portfolios are they given? How well have they done it? These are facts that will speak later. Whether such a person can even be, attested or trusted with the presidency or not. So, but you see, politics in Nigeria is not yet. It's not a moral. The morality we want in it is not yet there. Yeah, the sense of responsibility is not there. So, but as long as you can get votes by whatever means for your principal, then you have that value they need.